gardeners, welcome back to Not Quite Homesteading, ESK Garden channel. I wanted to do a quick post-frost update for you guys. So we're outside. This is the first day that we're not going to be below freezing at any point during the day. So I've opted to bring my plants back out. My patio plants are coming out from my garage, and then I'm going to uncover the beds today and provide an update on what's actually happening in the garden post-frost. So I wanted to bring you guys along, and I hope you enjoy the video. If you're new and you like this kind of content, or if you like to follow a gardening journey, if you're a gardening enthusiast, or if you're someone just looking for support in the garden community, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's talk in the comments below, and so we can support one another and be of help, especially post this tragic frost. I know many have lost their plantings and their hard work, but it is an opportunity for us to reset together and look forward to the 2023 planting season. So I'm going to go ahead and take you guys into my raised beds and show you what we're doing post frost, and hopefully we have some good news under there. So just giving you guys an up close look. These were the moving cloths that I had. Now, I don't know what the material is per se, but it seems to be like a nice thick, it kind of gives me a little bit of cotton nylon combination vibe. So I think it did a pretty good job of actually shielding the plants from the freezing cold. So if you're interested and you struggle with frost covers or that kind of stuff, I would maybe look into these. I'm pretty sure I got these from Home Depot when I moved to where I am now. We had extras, and I'm so thankful and blessed that we did. But these are the ones. I don't have a brand. I threw out all the bags, unfortunately, but this is what they look like. Gives very much like a cotton kind of nylon. It might not be cotton at all, but that's kind of what it feels like. So if you guys can see, we have some pretty good green going on. I don't have, it looks like, any damage that happens inside the garden bed. I had some pak choy here that was flowering, so I do need to get that out of there. But the lettuces look good. There's no frost damage whatsoever, and I am so super grateful for that. I even had some borage sprout here because the plant was covered up. It had been struggling because of the cold, but now we even got a little bit of borage coming out from being inside that heat for a little bit. And then over here, my brassica plants, they are looking pretty good, if I do have to say so myself. My garden obviously needs a good watering. I haven't watered in probably a little over a week at this point, but I think they got what they needed. They had a break. Everything looks pretty good, and now we just need to water them, and I think that'll give them a little bit of the energy that they need to grow. So I'm fortunate enough to say that I haven't lost anything in this particular raised bed. I am going to check the other one that's over here that has my cauliflower. I have some new broccoli and cabbage plants sprouting, as well as some collards, and then I'll check my onions and see how we're doing there. So I'm super excited about this. If I had to make a recommendation, based on some of the frost covers that I've seen, compared to the stuff that I use, maybe the next time this happens, if it happens again in its lifetime, I would suggest maybe trying like the moving cloths to help any beds that you really want to save. Guys, can I have a hand? There's a spider on this cloth over here. Save me.
We're called the sicarios, so you just say, sicario, hey! Sicario, mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Well, if you see the mosquito eaters here, them things are huge. I have to remember that they're not like after me. Even though they're on the door looking at me. The sheets you don't have to fold.
Okay. Yeah, because they're going to get washed. But these are just going to get, because these are like moving blankets that we just repurposed for the time being. Because she was looking at ordering like this, because they have actual like thermal covers, like kind of like the emergency blankets that will help retain the heat.
So this is the onion bed, guys. So everything is looking pretty okay. It seems like some of the seedlings might have fell over, but definitely not enough to warrant any worry. Everything is still kind of standing tall. I think these will benefit from a good watering. And this is the rest of like my brassicas. My mustard plant over there actually grew up really nicely, so I guess that little bit of heat insulation really helped that plant. My endive is looking pretty good. I have some collards that are growing in on this side, and they got pretty big. It looks like they can use some water. My cauliflower looks just how it looked before I covered everything up, so everything is looking nice and healthy. It looks like it can use a little bit of water, but that's about it. And then I have some new broccoli and that's growing in over here, as well as some arugula that's underneath the cauliflower plants on this side. So I am going to go ahead and give everything a nice good watering. And then this is the grow bag. So everything in the grow bags looks pretty good. These are the carrots still showing sprouts. These are the things I had stored in the garage. The potatoes, my potatoes are actually at the place where they're about ready for harvest, and I feel like I might need to harvest them early because I am seeing new plant sprouts, which is not good. So that means some of the potatoes must have been like ready, and then they've started to sprout. I don't know if you guys can like actually see that in there. And I see two very small plants like that, and then this one that is like super green compared to the rest of them that have like pretty much died back. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these potatoes in the next few days, and I will share that with you guys. The only thing I see in my bags, like this is my leek bag, and there's some like fungus that grew on the top. And I know I watered the plants before I put them away, so it might have just been a little too wet and a little too cold, because none of the other plants have done that. I do have, this is, oh wow, my parsnips sprouted. They started sprouting. So maybe they needed that like cold air. I don't know if they needed warmth or cold, but they definitely started sprouting, so that's really nice to see. We have about 5 or so that have sprouted. I have quite a few seeds in there. This is my parsley plant as well as my snow peas. Everything's looking pretty good. I fertilized these before I put them in. They were looking a little yellow, so now they're nice and like vibrant and green. My green onions that were in the garage did really well, so thank God I have 2 plantings of green onions, because that is one of the plants I lost inside the patio. I have my radishes as well as my beets that are growing. It seems like I got some new sprouts while those were away. Radishes seem to be doing pretty okay. These are my Chiaga Garden beets. These are still looking pretty good and growing. We have some more carrots over here that sprouted shortly before the frost, and those are looking pretty good. My rosemary still vibrant. My bean plant, I'm letting that dry up so I can capture the seeds. And then here's the tomato plant. So all of my tomatoes, while none of them turned like red or anything, they're still intact. And I'm excited about that. And then my marigolds are hanging on pretty much the same way they were before this all started. So the outside stuff really did good. And then the only plants that I truly lost were these. This is the green onions that were inside the patio but were uncovered. Those look a little stressed. I might still be able to use them. I will see, you know. And I did plant more seeds in there beforehand, and we are going to be pretty warm over the next few weeks, so I may get some good sprouting and some new plantings. I did lose my arugula that was uncovered, that was at much more of a baby stage, but you can see the spinach looks good. I have the sage that was completely unbothered by that. My Swiss chard I did lose in the patio. This plant performed really well for me, so I'm not too mad about it. I did have another one that I had started. That one also died back. This is the catnip, doing really well, really drought and cold tolerant plant. My winter just like flowering plants, they don't look that great, but there is a blossom over here that, you know, is still thriving on. And then on this side, these are some more collards that when I planted, apparently I thought was basil, but they're collards, and they had been a little wilty, but you can see that they've bounced back quite nicely. And then I have another spinach plant, which this plant looked like this pretty much before the frost. I think it's kind of like at the end of life. It's not really doing a ton, so I'll probably end up getting rid of that pretty soon. So that is the state of the garden, and I have to say, like, I am very thankful, and you know, I know that I'm like quite fortunate in saying that I really didn't lose much. My garden is pretty much intact and very much, you know, in the shape that I left it in. So if I could give any tip for this, if we ever have to kind of prep in this way and prepare for frost like we've not seen it before or we're not used to, I would definitely suggest maybe those moving blankets as an option instead of the frost cover, and or maybe in conjunction with. I hope you guys enjoyed the garden update and are looking forward to more videos to share in this journey with me. I appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in, and I will see you in our next update. Bye.